Brighton Music Conference, the pinnacle of dance music conferences in the UK. The once-a-year event held in Brighton on the south coast of the UK, BMC has become an industry standard when it comes to conferences in this country and should be a key part of everyone's diaries. The conference involves panel discussions, keynote addresses, live interviews, A&R sessions, talks, and so much educational content that any DJ, music producer, vocalist, rapper should definitely not miss out on. In this video, we're going to discuss the key parts of BMC. We're going to talk about the best tickets to get and how to plan and get the most out of your week. Let's do this. Hey, I'm Graham Farmer, founder of Data Transmission, the online dance music authority and educator in the social media space. So when it comes to BMC, let's talk about the why. Why should you go? The award-winning Brighton Music Conference, BMC, the UK's leading electronic music and networking event, taking place at the prestigious i360 complex and various venues around the city of Brighton, usually at the end of May. Please check their website for the updated information and updated info on BMC. But BMC brings together industry-leading professionals and presents a program of insightful talks, workshops, networking events, and including keynote interviews. BMC is one of my favorite conferences, and Data Transmission has a big presence every time at BMC. Data Transmission has been involved for many years with BMC, firstly as a media partner, but we also hold events there, and we've done that for the last few years as well. The big thing for me with Brighton Music Conferences is there's a big chunk of Brighton Music Conference aimed at new and aspiring DJs and producers, and there is so much content programmed for the aspiring producer. But also, there are big topics as well for those that are in the industry already, and there are big headline panelists, big headline guests, and keynote speakers as well, which is super important. The really great thing is because it's held in the i360 in Brighton, this all-in-one space. So all the conference and panels are really easy to get through, and they're all in that one place. So you don't have to do lots of walking, and it's quite easy to navigate where and when people are on, so you don't miss very much at all. BMC brings together delegates and speakers from around the world through 60 different talks. And alongside that, they'll have networking events to help you meet more people and meet more people in this industry. Super important. Being in Brighton, therefore close to London, is easy to get to. You get a really, really good attendance from those in the industry. It's attended by thousands of experienced music professionals, also the next generation of DJs and producers, as well as electronic music enthusiasts. Also with the i360 pod, and for those that haven't been to Brighton and haven't seen it, it's basically this giant donut that goes up 450 feet in the air. They can have pod parties, which you go in the pod and you go up to 450 feet. It's amazing views, but you also get some of the biggest artists in the world, and this had some great pod parties over the year there. Every year they have the A&R Sessions, and they are back this year, and they're back bigger than ever, and there's a great list, a massive list of labels involved this year for you to get your music right in front of you, get to actually speak to the label, get them to listen to your demo, and then get feedback there and then as part of those sessions. Super valuable for any producer. The A&R Sessions this year have pulled together a massive list of key labels that you will want to meet, and you'll want to meet those A&Rs. And by meeting those A&Rs, that means that you are then networked to that A&R for then sending future demos down the line. The talent always exceeds expectation, and in past editions, tracks have been signed to Axtone, Armada, Crafted, and New State Music. And again, check their website for the link to grab a ticket for the A&R Sessions and all the information and all the most up-to-date labels, depending on when you're watching this. Also, excitingly, at Brighton Music Conference, I host a breakfast session every year. I love doing breakfast there. They're really great fun. It's like a round table event, and we just go around answering your questions, obviously on all the things that I am good at. So Instagram, social media, strategy, getting music signed, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify growth, and anything in that realm. Normally it's been in the i360, but this year we're taking it out into an actual cafe, which is going to be super banging. You get breakfast. There are only 40 tickets, which is super limited. I've also invited my friends from Trackstack. They're going to come and chat to us as well about getting demos signed. And if you want to come to breakfast, you need to grab a ticket. There's a special bolt-on ticket for breakfast. Grab the bolt-on and go and be part of this breakfast session. They're really good fun. You get to network with other DJs and producers and ask all your questions. We can go really in-depth with your questions live. Next up, passes. When it comes to passes at Brighton Music Conference, it's really easy. There's only one. It's the Pro Pass. They do have a golden ticket, which is usually in the early bird phase. So if you're watching this later in the year, after the one that's coming up in May, then you might want to check out if there's golden tickets have been released for the following year. Like I said, there is bolt-ons for the A&R Sessions, and there are breakfast bolt-on for coming to have breakfast with me. You should definitely do that, by the way. It's going to be good fun. And that's it when it comes to tickets. Simple as. The Pro Pass gets you into everything, so it's really, really cool. Plan, prepare, and panels. If this is your first BMC and you've never been to Brighton Music Conference before, then I would go and check out the list of panels and go and check out what you want to see and work out your schedule for the day. Which panels do you want to see? Maybe there's certain people speaking on certain panels that you want to meet. So you go and watch the panel and then maybe you can go and grab a chat with them afterwards. But work out what your structure or day looks like. There are 3 theatres of programming, like I said, with panel discussions, A&Rs, Q&As, the whole works. For my drum and bass and jungle friends, there are so much more panelists, people to meet, people to network at Brighton Music Conference for your genres. I know at some of the other conferences it's a bit sparse and it's a bit disappointing, but at Brighton Music Conference there are plenty of people to meet for you and there's plenty of networking to be done. That being said, don't worry about if you're in one of the other genres, there's a good blend. From a panel point of view, there was also sessions on the touring DJ, mental health, AI, your audience health, hearing and well-being, self-releasing, management, marketing, podcasts, radio, ticketing, vocals, and of course the social media panel hosted by myself this year. Plan out what you want to see and then also potentially who you want to meet. It's also definitely worth announcing you're going to Brighton Music Conference because there'll be plenty of people. Firstly, in our Discord, if you're not in our Discord, we've created a thread for those going to any of the dance music conferences so you can plan meetups. And let's make some Discord meetups this year at some of the big conferences, especially Brighton Music Conference. Also, just announce it on your Facebook because you'll find that other people are going. You can then meet them in person. It is about that putting a face to an email or a face to a DM. And it's so important for building you as an artist in this culture. Travel and accommodation. Okay, so you decided you want to head to Brighton. Now let's start by booking the accommodation and getting that booked in early because they do pack out. It is a popular town and city to get your hotel or where you're staying booked out. Maybe there's a load of you going, grab an Airbnb together because then you can be hanging out in the day, reducing at night. Maybe you're doing some collabs, maybe something cool will come out of that Airbnb. And as I mentioned, in the Discord, if you're not part of my Discord, click the link in the description, come and join us in the Discord. I've got a section there for Brighton Music Conference and for all the conferences so you can start networking and start the conversation in the Discord first and then take it into the live person at these conferences. Super exciting. Making contacts and networking. I cannot get over it and how important it is to network at conferences and build your network. And by going to conferences, you're going to do that. Whether it's with your peers and DJs in your same space, whether it's with bigger artists and bigger label owners, promoters, producers, you name it, you can find different types of people at conferences, managers, booking agents. It's a wealth of opportunity to go and meet people at these dance music conferences. And there's a load of dance music conferences across the world. So maybe if you can't get to Brighton, there are definitely ones in your space. Always when it comes to networking at a conference, literally just go up to people and ask, who are you, what you do? Meet as many people as you can, get as many contacts as you can, maybe add some notes to the person when you met them so you can remember what they're talking about later down the line for those follow-up information sends. And as mentioned, as it's so compacted at Brighton Music Conference, the potential to meet so many people is really, really great because you can literally just jump out of one conversation into the next one and just meet other people via proxy as well. And I'll definitely help my course members doing that for any that come to Brighton Music Conference for sure. If you're at Brighton Music Conference and you find me, come and say hello and I'll happily point you in the direction of other people you should be meeting. With my course members at conferences, we always play a game, who's that and what do they do? And I'll literally point to people who I know what they do and I know that they should go and meet them and I'll go and send them off to go and meet those people. And then they'll come back and go, oh wow, I've just met so-and-so. And I'm like, cool. But Graham, I'm an introvert and I don't like talking to people. Honestly, I'm here for you. Me too. I may seem like it, but I still get really, really shy when it comes to these things. And I still have to tell myself, everyone is here for the same reason. Go and jump in and join the conversation. And remember, you could be that person's new find as an artist just from meeting them at that conference. It might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. Maybe in 2 years' time, you develop your sound, you're still talking to that person. You could be their new find of 2026 because it all started with a conversation that happened at Brighton Music Conference this year. It's how important networking is. Parties, let's chat parties. As mentioned, there are some epic pod parties at Brighton Music Conference in the i360, and there are usually 3 a day. There is usually a really good opening party on the Wednesday before it starts on the Thursday. So if you get down early, go and check that out. That's free to get in for anyone that's got a pass. I really enjoyed that party last year, and there was loads of great meetings to have. Then you go into the conference and I've already met people, which is really nice. There's also networking parties straight after the conference. There's a really good one normally at the Pella Rocco Hotel, which is just across the way. Normally Data Transmission hosts that party and we'll do it every couple of years there. And we've had some great parties there. And it's been great fun. But check out all the party schedules on the Brighton Music Conference website. There are some great artists playing and some great people to see after everything goes dark. They will usually also have a big finale at the Arch, like along the beach from Brighton Music Conference. So go and check that out and check out the headlines for that because normally it's a big old party. So what do you think? Are you going to head to Brighton Music Conference? I definitely am, and I'll be there. Like I said, I'm hosting breakfast, and if you want to come, I'll put all the links to go to Brighton Music Conference and all the links for tickets in the description. And if you want to start the conversation, join the Discord and become part of the Discord, and we'll talk more about Brighton Music Conference in the lead up to it. Can't attend Brighton Music Conference because it's just too far to travel. It's not in the same country. Then like I said, there are plenty of other dance music conferences across the world. I've talked about a load of them in this video. Go and check that out next. Click into it, tap into it on the screen here, and I will see you in that video. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video, and also drop me a little comment. Maybe drop me a little Union Jack if you're coming to BMC, or drop me a little breakfast emoji if you're going to come for breakfast. I have been Graham Farmer, and I will see you in this video. I'll see you over there. Talk more about dance music conferences so you can find out more about that. Click into that, and I'll see you in there.